Going on, people? It has been quite a while since my last stream. Forgive me, please. 2 weeks ago it was Thanksgiving, so of course I was gonna have to spend Thanksgiving with my family, so I could not stream. Last week I had a family matter come up, so I had to take care of my family instead of streaming. But after a little break, we are back, people. We are back to streaming today. It's gonna be a good one. We got some booster packs to give out tonight. We have 2 packs of Destined Rivals, and we have 1 pack, a play booster. So we're gonna be giving away these 3 booster packs to 1 lucky viewer tonight. So make sure that you fill out the form that's in the pinned comment in the chat. And yeah, today we're gonna be playing this Skull Villain deck that I cooked up I think yesterday. Yeah, so little breakdown of the list so far. So we're playing 3 Caps Kid. Obviously Skull Villain is our main attacker. The downside about this card is that you have to have damage on it in order for it to get working, right? So in order to do that, we play Sizzlipede and Centiskorch, which will put damage on our bench Pokemon for just a single fire energy. So that way we can start putting damage on our own Skull Villain, and we can get it ready to attack. We are playing a battle cage because we want to avoid any Dusknors or any Monkey Dories adding additional damage to our already damaged Pokemon, because it just makes it really easy to KO. So we don't want to have too much damage on there, so that's why we run the battle cage. We do have a Moltres as a backup attacker in case we can't get our Centiskorch and our Skull Villains online. At least we can have an answer to like a Goldango. We can still one-hit KO Goldango with the Moltres and the Brave Bangle in here. We run the Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. We want to be flipping Tails for this to work, though. Remember, Tails never fails 50% of the time, 100% of the time. So we want to be flipping Tails to add more damage to our Skull Villain in case we don't get the Centiskorch off as well. We do run a 2-1 of the Toad Screw line. This is mostly to prevent our opponent from getting cards back that they discard. Think about decks like Zoroark, who will just discard their Reshiram sometimes just to draw more cards, and then they get it back with like a Night Stretcher or something. This will prevent them from bringing those cards back, makes them less of a threat. You should have a good matchup into Zoroark. You should have a good matchup into a lot of the dark type decks right now, like the Absol, the Mega Sharpedo. I say should because this deck, you're not going to take this deck to like your locals and expect to go undefeated. This is kind of like just a meme deck. It's just for funsies. I'm not expecting to win a lot of games to this deck. I've played it a little bit. It got me to Master Ball League, but as soon as you hit Master Ball League, the deck kind of falls apart. So we run the Hyper Aroma as our ace spec to get out our Centiskorch. If we have already a Sizzlipede in the active, we can evolve it to the Centiskorch, and we can get our Skull Villains already so that we can start attacking and putting damage on our Skull Villains. So that's why we decided to run the Hyper Aroma. Yeah, so that's the deck. You want to be going first with this deck as well. Also, the faster you can get your Skull Villains and your Centiskorches online, the better it is, since you get the evolution. These are just stage 1 decks. So that's basically the breakdown of the deck. Then you have your other cards. We do run a one-off Mela just in case we don't have energy in our hand, and we can play this to add a fire energy from our discard to our hand, to one of our Pokemon, and then we get to draw 6 cards. It hasn't been a great card to have. There's times where I see no use for it. I was running 2 at first, cut it back down to 1. And I still don't really see a lot of use for it. Like I said, it can come in handy in a tight situation, but I just haven't found myself using this card all too much. I might consider cutting it to get another Sizzlipede to start, maybe try to guarantee more of a Sizzlipede start if possible. Just some considerations that I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure. That this deck is just for funsies, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into some games and test it out. So without further ado, yeah, let's jump into some games. And remember, tonight, 2 packs of Destined Rivals and 1 play booster pack. that we're giving away to one lucky viewer tonight. So without further ado, let's get into some games. All right, our opponent has lost the coin flip, so we decide to go first. Like I said, this deck wants to go first, so we will see what we are going up against. The Togepi, maybe they might be running. Ooh, we got the Venture Bomb. Do we want to? I think we have no choice really here. Yeah, I guess we just play that. We did get a TM Evo, but we did not get any energy cards here, so it's kind of all right. Okay, we maybe got an energy here, so we'll do one and that. Do we run the Team Rocket's Venture Bomb now? We Earthen Vessel, of course. I don't think we need Psyduck in this matchup. Let's get 2 fire energies, attach 1, and we will end our turn there. Not a bad start, but kind of weak as well. Hopefully we draw into some Skull Villains or at least a Toad Squirrel. Alright, got an Iono. They might play that Iono if they don't have a good hand. They're running Errand. Okay. Let's see. What do they play? So this is a good hand here. I don't want to necessarily lose it. Okay, they got the Cornerstone. Our answer to Cornerstone here is the Sentis Scourge. So hopefully we can get that out. Okay, there's the Latias, Monkey Dory. Okay, Buddy Poffin. Not necessarily what I need here. Let's go ahead and run the Venture Bomb. Okay, that's not what we wanted, but we can go ahead and take that damage and put it on the Cornerstone Ogre Pawn already. Do I want TM Devo? Perhaps. I guess we get another Capsicate, it wouldn't hurt. But what we need is Sentis Scourge here. Alright, we got the Sizzlipede. Perfect. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball for a second Sizzlipede, actually. Let's go ahead and I think we retreat the one. Bring that up. And I think we'll pass. Next turn, hopefully we can play the Arven. Get our aromas and start evolving into our Sizzlipedes and at least into one into one Sentis Scorch. I think we're good here. Ben, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I haven't streamed. Like I said, 2 weeks ago was Thanksgiving, and last week I had a family situation come up, so I could not stream. But today we're back to streaming. We got 2 packs of Destined Rivals and 1 play booster to give away tonight. All right, so they are going to put energy onto the Cornerstone. That's their strategy here. They're trying to go for the Cornerstone strat. Okay, so they got rid of our Arven. not ideal, but hopefully we get our aroma. Okay. This is not great. We need at least one Arvin. It's a good thing that they put the Mega Absol down, though, because if we get... Okay, sure, let's do that. Let's do that. We can get out a Sentis Scorch. And a Fire Energy. All right, they need one more energy. Okay, they're gonna pick up the Kangaskhan probably, and they're probably gonna go into Mega Absol here. Bravery Charm. All right, there we go. There's the penny. Ooh, they might get rid of my air balloon here, or maybe a counter catcher. What can they get? They get rid of the air balloon here. We're kind of in trouble. We don't have energy actually to even attack with the Sentis, the Skull Villain. So that's not great. Yep, there's the air balloon. That's fine. They got rid of the Sentis Scorch anyway. We need to hit energy here. If we don't hit energy, we're kind of not in a great position. Venture Bomb. We can counter catcher. I think they have another penny already in hand, so that's not great. Actually, we can't even counter catcher. They have free retreat with Latias, so we're kind of stuck here. Granted, they can't knock us out here. I don't know. The counter catcher is kind of a waste here, honestly. And I don't want to venture bomb because they might be able to knock us out easier. Let's see, so my teacher bumped up the deadline for my 2 assignments to today at 2, and I didn't notice until this morning, but I had BLS training for the entire day, so instead of making an A, I got a B. Oh wow, that's not great. Trust me, I've been giving them holy hell for that. I hate it when they do that, when they just spring up an assignment out on you just out of nowhere. It's super lame. All right, so they cannot knock us out here. We still live. But we need to get an energy, and we are... That's one of the problems that I see with this deck as well. I do run the one... like right now would be a great time to get the Mela. I do run, I said, one Earthen Vessel, but we've already played it, and that's about it. So now we have to naturally draw into energy, and if we don't, then... Okay, that's not what we need here. And they didn't attack either, so... I guess we go ahead and... bump... yeah, we go ahead and bump that, I guess. And we end our turn. We kind of can't do anything here. We need a fire energy. We don't have any energy. I have 9 energy in this deck, and it was on finals week. That sucks. Dude, I said, but at least the winter break is coming. So you're going to get a break, Ben. You're going to get a break. And hopefully you're going to enjoy your break. What I have planned for Christmas? Nothing, man. Just hanging out with the family. My daughter's going to have her second Christmas. So it's going to be great. I can't wait to see her little face as she opens presents. That's going to be I think the highlight of Christmas for me this year. All right, they're going into Cornerstone. So all we need here is a fire. And all we need is a fire energy here. And we can knock out the Mega Absol. But we need the fire energy. Absolutely need it. Not what we needed. Alright. Where is my energy? I don't know where my energy is. And I have 3 lilies as well. I need a lily. I don't have a lily, but I need... Oh, wow. Talk about bricking. This deck is bricking right now. There's the boss. Where is my energy? What's going on with this game here? I need a lot of pieces now. And they just keep drawing into their lilies. Of course they do. Of course they do. Alright, you know, we're just gonna pack it up. This deck sucks. I think I finally drew a fire energy there, but Alright, we need to do something about that energy. We need to find... I said I have Hildas. I have 2 Hildas. I'm running 3 Lilies. 1 Mela. So we should be finding energy here. Maybe we need to put in more... We have 9 energy in the deck. That's plenty. Yeah, probably for the best. Yeah, man, but I'm excited that you're finally gonna have your break from school. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be able to enjoy some much needed break from your professors. Said first of all, I think we need to draw more consistently into the Sizzlipede. So that's what I'm noticing. Psyduck I want to keep. So I want to give up something for maybe get rid of 1 Toadstool, add another Sizzlipede. I want to draw into it more consistently. I said aromatherapy is fine. What I need though is I need energy. How do I draw into more energy? Same, I needed a break. Yeah, like getting a break is always nice. I think I get rid of one of the Poffins. I only run 3 Capsicid and 1 Toadstool that it can get, so probably bump one of the Poffins here. Get rid of 1 and get another Earthen Vessel maybe. I need a way to get more energy. So this gets me energy in an evolution, so that's fine. That can stay, but Venture Bombs, do I need? Finally have time to work. You're working on a book, Ben. Are you an author? Are you writing a novel, Ben? I still don't... Maybe cut an Arvin and go for the lilies. Add another lily. So we should have had a good matchup into that deck. I don't know what's wrong with that. Brave Bangle. Boss. think this is fine here. Yeah, I think we run with this. We'll give this a try and see what happens. You want to be an author. That's awesome, dude. You're trying to be. What kind of novel or what kind of genre do you write? Is it fiction? I only have the world building and the first chapter, but that's already something to go off of, man. Do you want to tell myself and the chat, which I think is only one other person, what it is that you are working on writing? Or do you want to keep it a secret? I think are we going up against the same person? I think we are. I don't remember, but they had the same coin. Okay, no, they have different sleeves, I think. So, all right, and of course we mulligan the first. Okay, we get the Sizzlipede. And we get 2 energies this time. Wow, okay, sure. Oh, it's a Rotom deck. I don't know how we're going to do here. Okay, so we get Scorch already. So we do that. We get the Capsakid. Attach the Scorch. Then we pass. Yep. We can evolve to Scorch. I think we can get rid of the Venture Bomb here, since we're going to have damage on our Capsakid already, and we don't need more than that. Brave Bangle on the Rotom. Arvin, okay. We got the Ultra Ball, so we can get out the Skull Villain. Claire, how's it going? Yes, I have been well. So just a few things that came up, that's why I couldn't stream, but we are live today. I might have picked a bad night for streaming because the Game Awards are also on today, so I don't see a lot of people are gonna be watching that instead of watching me, you know. So fantasy is what I like to write about. The book is about a werewolf like person, hard to explain, but like I said, at least you have the premise, which is pretty good. I'm gonna attach that there. Earthen Vessel, the Venture Bomb. Get 2 energy. Then use Ultra Ball here. That. Get our Skull Villain. Alright. Okay. All right, Lily, not bad. That's a great prize. We can go ahead and attach to our Skull Villain and then Lily's. They need energy. They're not drawing their energy here. What does this have attached? Brave Bangle, Vengeful Punch. Okay. Power Glass. Nest Ball. Get out another Rotom. Oh, they got the Fez. Okay. I thought about putting Fez in this deck, but I mean, it wouldn't be bad. Definitely be something to get out in a tight spot. So maybe I'll add a Fez in here. Drop one of the Toad Squirrels. Been all right. Hope you are too. How you been, Claire? It's been a while. Okay, let's see what we got off the top deck. Arvin. Okay, they just concede. All right, so that went better than the last game. All right, so hopefully we can find more stability here, because I said so far this deck has been pretty inconsistent. Like I said, you don't want to take this deck to, like, you know, a league challenge or a cup at all. This deck is kind of bad. What do you think of the new Lucario Z? You mean Hatsune Miku? I mean, I don't absolutely enjoy it. Lucario has never been one of my favorite Pokemon either. I think it's meh. It's all right, I guess. Hello, Fanlin. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's see. We got that. Opening a Moltres. Guys, people that are just coming in, remember, fill out the form that's in the pinned comment in the chat. We got the giveaway going on, so we are giving away 2 packs of Destined Rivals and 1 play booster for tonight's giveaway. So make sure that you fill out the form that's in the pinned comment of the chat to get yourself a chance to win. Let's get Capsakid. Let's get another Capsakid. And pass. They are dreads. They don't look like dreads. It looks like a weird string. Like, I don't know why the design choice. I finished drawing the 151 from memory. Oh, you did? That's awesome. I didn't. I gotta admit, I did not. I lacked on that. I was gonna actually make that into a long form video for the channel, and I totally forgot about it. All right, we got 1 Skull Villain online. Do we want to attack here? We're only doing 20 damage to the Baneri here, so we probably attach and then we Lilies. Okay, not bad. We get Sentis Scorch here. We got the Aroma, so we don't even need that either. I think we just whiff it. Artisan, let's get out our buddy Psyduck for this matchup. Do we want to evolve? Yeah, I don't know about that. Might not have been the best idea, but I mean, I didn't know I was gonna get a Lily. I would like to see your 151 from memory. Did you end up liking how it turned out? I guess we just attack into the Baneri. Start putting some damage on there, I guess. An Arvin with a Brave Bangle would be perfect here. No, you weren't happy with it? Why? There's the Klefki. All right, so I think the play here. Okay, they're getting. All right, they got the Jet and the. So they're gonna evolve their benched one. They're going to jet it up. Oh, they're jetting up the Kangaskhan. Interesting. I guess they need to draw. Alright, I think we retreat, attach Sentis Scorch, hit Klefki. I think that's the move. We can boss up this. I think that's the move. I think we boss up the, or should we boss up the Lopunny? Start putting damage on it already. That might be the go-to. The thing is, I don't think I could remember all 151. I tried. Hit the Dusk. We can hit the Dusk, maybe. I think, yeah, we retreat here. Sentis Scorch. We boss up the Duskull. So I don't know. We can get rid of Klefki here, maybe. Yeah, let's get rid of the Duskull, I guess. Alright, get a Lily. I think we evolve into Capsicid next turn. Because most of my Pokemon didn't remember, like Cloyster, I just could not do. Yeah, no, sometimes it is hard to remember what they all look like, for sure. There's a Hilda. What are they getting? Another Lopunny. Alright. Are they jetting up their Lopunny here? More than likely. Yep. Knocking out my Sentis Scorch. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Right, so let's go ahead and Arzon, get out another cap. We don't have another Capsicid. Okay. Do we get out Toadschool here? Yeah, I guess we do. Prevent them from getting cards back into their hand. We're gonna go for the Aromatherapy. Sure, why not? Thin out the deck. Let's attach there. Let's evolve there. Let's Hilda. I think I Hilda here. Get another energy in my hand. I mean, actually, I don't need it. Got Toadscrew, so I don't need to. We can use Lilies next turn instead. Okay, Tails, perfect. Alright, how much am I doing with 50? That's enough. That is enough. Let's see. What do we want to do here before we attack? Do we want to... I guess I do burn the Hilda and I can get an energy on the Scovillain for next turn. Just burn it. That is a fun 360. Yeah, just taking 3 prizes from that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, night stretch. Alright, we got the Mela. Perfect. So if they were to knock us out here with the low punny, we can go into, we can attach Mela, knock out either Kangaskhan or Baneri or low punny for the win. This is such a chill vibe. I know, man. I said we're just chilling. We're just gaming here, man. Just straight out gaming. I don't think they have the jet here. They already attached anyway. But that's game. Like, unless they can somehow retreat this, that's it. That's GG's. That's fine. I want more damage anyway. All right, and we just, yeah, the Mega Low Punny deck is such a weird one, man. I don't like it. I'm one of those people who still doesn't believe in that deck. Yeah, but that's GG to our opponent. But yeah, Skullvillain likes to add damage to it so that we can do more damage in return. All right, let's go with more games. Fan, if you want to, go ahead and fill out the form that's in the description. Like I said, I don't know if you heard earlier, but we are giving away 2 packs of Destined Rivals and 1 Play Booster pack. The last time we opened Destined Rivals, which has been a little while since we've opened Destined Rivals, I think was the time that Ben packed that Cynthia's Roserade. So it's been a while, but Destined Rivals has been pretty good to us. So hopefully we pull something tonight for tonight's winner. Or if they are within the US, I can just send them the packs and they can open it themselves. But we go ahead and we mulligan this turn. Alright, we did get the Scent to Scorch. Perfect. Alright, we can get... Alright, they are going first, which is not bad. I know, that'd be awesome if you get another Cynthia's card, right? What about a Cynthia's Garchomp, dude? The SAR? Oh, it's another Baneri deck. Okay, perfect. Pecharunt. Pecharunt. What else are they running? Okay, we go Buddy Poffin here. We do 2 Capsakid. Buddy Poffin. We go 1 and 1. Actually, I should have checked. Probably not. I just wanted to kind of chill here. Where are you going to do when are you going to do the opening for the winners though? I do them at 10 p.m. at the end of the stream. Yeah, if anybody gets one, that'd be great. Definitely. I think we get rid of the Earthen Vessel and I think we get rid of Mela here. Yeah, I think we get rid of Mela. We do that. I think we sent to Scorch next turn and then pop the Lily. I guess we hit it with Heat Dive. Wouldn't hurt. Alright, we need the Scent to Scorch, and we need to get our Skullvillains up and running. And then we attach to one of our Capsakids. We evolve the Scent to Scorch, Lilies, and see what we get. It might be worth Ultra Ball, doing the Ultra Ball here too. Alright, there's the low punny. Do they have the jet? Do they have the jet here? They might have the jet. They're contemplating their move. Okay, there's the Kangaskhan. Earthen Vessel. What are they getting rid of? A Night Stretcher. Okay, sure. There's a Dark Energy. Going into that. They're going to retreat into their Kangaskhan. Okay. Rare Candy. Their Dusknoir. Sure. Go for it, buddy. No jet though. Did they already run errand? I didn't check. They probably did. Yeah, this is the poison package. I'm not really sure about the poison package though. Alright, we do this. Centiscorch. Lily. And pray we get some Scovillans. No Scovillans. Interesting enough. That's whack. I guess we put a Brave Bangle there. Hit the Kangaskhan. Alright, let's see. I think we attach. Oh, I can't evolve the Toad Screw. Do we get the? No, I don't know if we should get the. There's the Klefki. How are you gonna get that Klefki into the active? Okay, they're going to use the Jet Energy, of course. Is that what they got? Yeah, they're gonna put the Klefki in the active, of course, and they're gonna pup their Dusknoir. There, yep, of course, that's the plan. Okay, sure. What do we get? Artisan. Sure, even if they hit me for 10, that's already doing more than enough damage to knock out their megas. All right, let's see. 2 prize incoming. All right, we do this. Do we get Toad School here? Wouldn't be a bad idea. All right, we're definitely going to Arvin. Oh my. No way. Okay, sure. I guess we do that and that. Ouch. We prized our ace spec. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball here. Getting rid of a Nest Ball Toad Screw. I don't think Toad Screw is needed. Are you ever going to draw more of those Pokemon cards? I am, but I'm thinking about actually making a separate channel for the drawing. I I've thought about it, and I think it'd be better for me to just actually make a channel dedicated to nothing but drawing Pokemon. I think it'd be better for the channel to do that. What do we do here? Let's get... I think we get the Moltres and get a Brave Bengal on it just as a backup attacker. We can take out the Kangaskhan with it. I think I didn't even check the... Like I haven't checked my prizes really well this game. Let's see. We don't even have the Brave Bengal. The Brave Bengal's prized, so not even really worth it. I have not seen the Archaludon Energy Control. I can't say that I have. Let's just get a Toedscruel. Not even sure if it was worth it. I actually already got rid of the Toedscruel, so was it really worth it? Not really. Spicy Rage. Yeah, we're kind of getting cooked here. There's another Ultra Ball, so we can at least get out another Scovillain next turn. But Klefki is kind of out of the way, so that's good, I guess. Do they get the Hilda here? Rare Candy, Dusknort. They can't pop that unless they get another Klefki out. Buddy Poffin, okay, so they attach the Dark, so they don't have the Jet. So they're willing to lose the Kangaskhan here this turn, which is fine with me. Oh, okay. Not really what you want to see now, is it? Okay. Can attach. We can counter catch up. No, they can just do the same thing. They'll just swap into Evoltal, retreat, put the Mega Lopunny back up. How can we prevent them from doing that? Counter catch up. If only we can get rid of this Evoltal this turn. No. Yeah, they're just gonna do the switcheroo here, so not really worth it here. I mean, we can... Rocket's Venture Bomb. Let's see, well, take that back, only one. Have you seen the Archaludon Energy Control? Or you could do like a Doodle Tuesday, maybe. And what is your count for the Toad? I do a 2-1 line of the Toad. Yeah, no, I'm kind of like cooked here. I'm not really sure what to do here. All right, we got another fire energy at least. I could go for the TM Evo here. Evolve this guy at least. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Toast Scrolls in the discard. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Not much, really. They're just going to do the same and knock out our... Hilda. Yeah, I think it's cooked. They got set up pretty good, and then they just keep cycling. There's no counter I can do to this. Like I said, unless I get Mela, and I think did I get rid of Mela too as well? Yeah, Mela's already in the discard, so there's no saving that. Yeah, this is cooked here. We have no answer. Yeah, I think it would be good to get just a 1/1 line of the Toad School. That's not a bad idea, actually. Just a 1/1. I don't know. I'm thinking about adding either. Is there any other cards that can accelerate fire energy better? No, this is it. That's all it does. That's all we got. So Toad School is just to prevent my opponent from getting stuff back from the discard. You know, think about like I said, your Zoroarks or your Goldangos. It do the TM Turbo. Yeah, TM Turbo is another way to get energy accelerated. It just seems wrong with only just having two energy costs, though. The problem is just that I'm not drawing into my energy and I'm not placing it as fast as I should. Theoretically, we should be attaching a fire energy like every turn, so that we can at least have things you know, built up already. But we're not getting that. So this deck isn't meant to light up the world. I know it's a bad deck. I'm playing a bad deck. Like I know that for a fact. So I'm not too concerned about like winning every game, but I'm just trying to see if there's a way to make it more consistent at least. I don't know. I'm thinking I don't know if I should get rid of the TM Evo. I mean, it could come in handy, but it seems like a dead card, especially if I'm just, you know... Actually, we have Hyper Aroma. The bad thing is when we prize Hyper Aroma, like last game. So we couldn't evolve our guys fast enough. Survival Brace? You think so? You mean Defiance Band, right? Like I said, the only time that I have seen this come in clutch because I went against a Zoroark deck yesterday, and as soon as my Toad Skull was up and they noticed that they got rid of their Reshiram just to draw more cards, they were cooked and they couldn't do anything. Same thing. I knocked out their Darmanitan, and then they couldn't get the Darmanitan back, so they didn't have any way to attack because they couldn't bring back their Reshurams, they couldn't bring back their Darmanitans, so their Zoroark was null and void. Obviously, I have a weakness advantage onto it too, but it was good that they weren't able to hit me back with Reshiram second with the attack of it does more damage depending on how much damage counters are on it. So it was good, and I was just able to sweep him, and he conceded before I knocked out his last Zoroark. So, like I said, that's the reason why I have it in there for. But I'm not. I said, yeah, maybe I should get rid of it. I'm not. I like it in the Zoroark matchup for sure. I don't know. That's a TM Evo seems like a dead card, honestly. I feel like maybe I should get rid of it and just put another Ultra Ball in here. The Z is fine with that matchup. Problem don't have Rod. They probably don't have. No, they didn't have. I don't think they had Rod. They were running Night Stretcher because they even played the Night Stretchers and then they didn't get anything. They couldn't bring it back. They were still playing it even though it did nothing for them. Don't know why they did that. I don't know, man. This is weird. I don't know about, except TM Evo seems like a dead card, honestly. It really does. Because theoretically I want to, whenever I get Sentinel Scorch out, I want to start hitting with the attack so I can put damage on my guys. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I put it back. Just yeah, maybe put one back. But what can I do? Do I add just another Sizzlipede? I feel like doing this might up my chances of opening it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm already running 4 lilies. Maybe get rid of 1 lily. What do I add? Another, no, but I can't. Poffin doesn't do anything because Sentinel Scorch. Pokegear wouldn't be bad, actually. Just a one-off Pokegear, maybe. I mean, it couldn't hurt. It could maybe get me a supporter when I need it most. Like last game, if I still had Mela, which I said Mela's good to have for the later game, but I don't know why I threw it away so easily like that. I should have kept it around a little bit longer. All right, we're gonna do that and see what happens. So I'm not expecting to win a lot of games with this deck. This is just like I said, for the memes kind of deck. It's fun. It's a fun deck to play. Yeah, I know. Just a way to get fire energy accelerated into, that would be perfect. But so, well, we open Moltres, not bad. Oh, we're going to Festival Lead, I see. Okay, not bad. Sure. It can get ugly. I wonder if it runs the Seeking or if it's just the Applins. We might get cooked by an apple deck right here. Who knows? Oh, they are running Goldeen. That's not good. That is not good. The Goldeen is going to hurt. We attach the Capsicid instead. We're not attacking this turn anyway, so it's fine. Earthen Vessel. Yeah, seeing the Goldeen in the active spot isn't great. They can just hit me with Seeking for weakness. They knock out Moltres with one hit. Air Balloon. They evolve into Seeking. Even if they have just one Thwacky here, we're kind of cooked. Let's see. I think this is the best I can do, is do this, attach here, and then Lily and pray. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. Yeah, and of course we don't get it. Of course we don't get it. Why would we get a Skullvillain, right? Why would we? Can get more Capsikids out at least, though. How many Skullvillains? We got all 3. All right, let's see. As long as they get one Thwacky out. Okay, there's the Festival Grounds. There's the Dipplin. Do they have a Thwacky? Do we live another turn? Boss's orders. Okay. Oh, wow. Do they have to flip again? Oh, my God. That is broken. Oh, wow. No way. You don't say. Of course. Why would things ever go right for us, right? That's wild. I mean, we can evolve our other Capsikids at least, which I'm not even sure if that's a great idea. We can evolve TME, we'll evolve these two. It's possible, I guess. Alright, Ben, no worries, man. Take it easy. Have fun playing some video games. So the Game Awards are on tonight, so hopefully you're watching something Alright, good. Still have one more chance at it, though. Tails. All right, perfect. All right, we need a boss here. Arvin, not what we needed. Okay. Okay. So that's... They need to Iono us here. We're trying to see if we can get the Toad School at least. If we can get the Toad School, then they can't get their... They run very little grass energy, so we need to get rid of... Make sure that they don't get back their grass energy into their hand. Alright, there's the Thwacky. Alright, they're hitting us for 200 here, so they're knocking us out for sure. Okay, they got Goldeen back. Hydravel. And that's a knockout. Switch. Evolve into Seeking. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up. Let's see. Alright, so far we got 3 people in for the giveaway. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I knew we were gonna get cooked. Like as soon as I saw the Goldine out, I was like, this isn't gonna be good. If it was the Goldine-less, we might have had a chance, but yeah, no, they were just gonna hit us for weakness with the black belts training. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play another deck. I'm kind of getting frustrated with this deck. It's like I have no way of getting like, and I don't get my Sentinel Scorches either, like to begin with. So that's like the whole dream start, right? Like get a Sentinel Scorch, and then you know start doing some things, you know. All right, we're gonna do this. Do this. We might save this for next turn. We can retreat into our Sizzlipede. And hopefully we'll just end turn, see what happens. Battle Cage, okay. What is this? This has got to be Alakazam, right? I mean, look at the sleeves. Got the Psyduck. We got Battle Cage, Buddy Poffin. It's got to be yep. Oh no. Okay. All right, we might have a fighting chance here. Janine's. All right, we need to get our Caps kit out of the active. Okay, Hyper Aroma, perfect. So we do this. We retreat into Sentinel Scorch, attach, Hyper Aroma. Let's see. We only, okay, so we prized one of our Skull villains, so that's a shame. Let's just get out another Sentinel Scorch, I guess. Doesn't hurt. We'll evolve this one. Evolve this one. Evolve this. I guess we can boss up the Carvana now. Knock it out. Another boss. Okay, interesting. There's the lilies. Do I boss something up or do I I'm almost tempted to let them evolve into the Mega Sharpedo just so I can knock it out. I'm like half tempted to do that. Let's Pokegear, see what else we get. Got lilies. Okay, that's good. I kind of want to boss up the Ghastly because then their Sharpedo becomes only a 2-prizer. Do we boss up the Ghastly? We can. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay, we got the Psyduck, which we don't need. Do they get the Sharpedo here? They're getting the Ghastly back, I think. The thing here is that they get Sharpedo, they boss up my Scovillain, then I'm kind of screwed. Which is probably what's going to happen here. Oh no, they just Lily, right? So that they're not bossing up my... Unless they have Counter Catcher. But they probably have... We have enough damage to knock out anything now. We don't need to do another Bellowing Heat. Hero's Cape. Alright, yeah, so there's Mega Sharpedo's coming up for sure. Yeah, here comes the Mega Sharpedo. So they could still Counter Catcher. I don't know how many Counter Catchers they run. With the 60 damage we have right now, it's more than enough to knock out the Mega Sharpedo for sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's not... Oh, okay. Interesting. I think we just Lilies here. I don't know if I want to do an attack here. I think we just... They could boss up my Scovillain here, though. I need to get this Scorch out. We'll just pass. If they have the boss here on the Scovillain, I'm cooked. Do they have the boss here? They have to have it, right? That's why they didn't attack. They didn't want me to go into my Scovillain. They gotta have it. Okay, there's a Lilies. Okay, so no boss, so we're okay. So they can still get a Counter Catcher if they run Counter Catcher. I haven't looked at a Mega Sharpedo list, so I don't know if they're running Counter Catcher actually. They're gonna be charging up. Oh, they're charging up the Fez. Let's go. Okay, let's go with the Skull Villain, sure. Charging up the Fez. Alright, we need energy. Do we have any energy in this card? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and Night Stretcher that fire energy. Attach here, get it ready. Let's go ahead and Hilda. $860 damage. Jesus. Alright, and we get our 3 prizes. We just need to take one more knockout here. Grimsley's, okay. What do they get? Do they get anything? A Ghastly? Okay, sure. Alright, let's see. Do they have it? They definitely have the knockout on my Capsicid for sure. And they just concede. Alright. So, good thing we let that Carvana live, because we were able to pull that off. That was fun. I don't know. This deck is fun, but I'm kind of getting really annoyed at how consistently inconsistent it is. Because that's impressive. Like, it's really, like, it bricks hard. I mean, hard. But that's just me, you know. I said I get frustrated, but look, I could choose to play Dragapult, Gardevoir, Goldango, you know, even any of these like dark type decks that are going around, Absol, you know, we could do the Lopunny. There's a bunch of decks that obviously they're meta decks because they're consistent, right? That's why I think meta stands for most efficient tactical something, I think, or technique. I think most efficient technique. I don't forget what the A stands for, but that's why that's what makes them meta decks, right? They're consistent. They can, no matter how bad the deck draws, no matter how you know, like it has its turnarounds. It can pick itself back up. It does things, right? The decks that I like to play, like this one, don't have that. These are just, like I said, decks that I like to construct. Just because, like, I also have this other Arbok deck that I played last week, which is a lot of fun too. But, geez, is it rough playing it? It's fun, but it's so rough. But I don't know. So that's just me. I like to have fun. I complain, but at the same time, I don't want to play a meta deck. Like, I feel like meta decks are so boring. You just, like, right now we only have 4 decks in the meta. Literally, we just have 4 decks, right? We have Gardevoir, Dragapult, we have Gardevoir, Dragapult, Goldango, and Mega Kangaskhan. Really, those are like the only 4 decks that are currently in the meta right now, right? The Mega Absol box with Mega Kangaskhan, Guardy, Goldango, and Dragapult. Like, those decks, they're top of the food chain for a reason, right? They're super consistent and they get results. I don't like, I said, I find it boring. I like to be anti-meta. I'm that person, you know, but then I get mad when my deck bricks and then I'm just like, ah, man, this deck sucks. But What can you say, man? I said I just don't like the meta either. I feel the meta is so boring right now. Like, rotation is really going to shake things up. We opened Toad School. Wow. Okay, I don't know. The 1-1 line that we have, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Not even a saving grace there. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. See what I mean? What can I do with this? Except Lily's next turn. We only run 2 Hildas in the deck. We have both of them in our hand. Ay, ay, ay. Whatever. We'll see what happens. I could have attached to the Toad School at least. Be able to retreat it. What are they playing? That they 2 fighting type energies. I wonder what they're playing. Crispin. Oh, that's GG. That's GG. Oh, wait, do they not have the psychic? They don't have the psychic. Oh, no. They cannot mind bend. And they concede. What was that? That's got to be the most wild match I've ever had. What was that? Oh, my God. I don't know what just happened. GG's dirty. Oh god, that was awful. We totally break, our opponent breaks, and then they scoop too. So I really wonder what they were playing. Same thing, you see, like they were playing with fighting energies. What were they playing? Probably it had to have been with the fighting energies and Monkey Dory. It had to have been the Ursa Luna, right? It had to have been. Alright, we're slowly getting back to the 1500s, little by little. Guys, remember to fill out the form. We only have 3 entrants in the giveaway today. So if you want to win these packs of Destined Rivals, make sure that you fill out the form that's in the pinned comment in the chat. See, where are my sizzlipedes? Like, I never get them. Kyle, what are you doing, man? How you doing? You had to get some pain relievers. Are you okay? And of course, we bump into a Dragapult deck. Sure, let's do it. Hopefully everything's all right, Kyle. Okay. Thank God for the Artisan there. A Dreepy that... Wait, Dragapult playing Artisan. That's odd. They normally run the Jamming Tower. And they're running a Brave Bengal. What is this list? Are they just doing it for the draw engine? They have to be, right? I don't know what I'm playing against. It's kind of scary, honestly. There's the drag cloak. Okay, there's the ninjask. There's a shed ninja. Okay, so if we want to win, we have to target these two and this. So we got 2, 4, 5 energies. And then we have to knock this out with something else besides. Hello everyone, have a bad back. They just told me that they want to put metal rod in me. I told them no. Ouch, dude. That sucks, man. Yeah, like I have a bad back too, but not that bad where they need to put a rod in me. I hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling well, man. But if the doctors are recommending that, I think it's best that you do what they ask for, Kyle. But I'm doing okay. I'm just hoping that you're doing better. Alright, we're gonna get out another capsicid here. I think we're gonna have to retreat. I don't want to, but it seems like we're gonna have to. Just because I don't have my air balloons or anything like that. I haven't drawn a single Arvin. I haven't drawn a single supporter yet, actually. I haven't played a single supporter yet from my hand. See? No supporters yet. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to retreat this. Go into this. Do this. Let's get rid of Psyduck. And another Ultra Ball. Get the Centiscorch. Okay. They don't have any energy yet, so they haven't been able to attach any energy here. So yeah, I woke up a couple of days ago not able to walk. I'm starting to walk better now. It's just my back is bad. Other than that, I'm still a happy caveman. Dude, like I said, that's, you have to get that checked out, man. If the doctors are, like, I get it, like, it's scary, man, but if that's what they're recommending, I think it's for the best, Kyle. Like, I honestly, if someone told me that they needed to put a metal rod in my back, I'd probably be scared too, but it might be something that you might have to do, man. Like, if it's gonna help you walk and feel better, then I don't think you should put it off. They're bricking. Yeah, this guy's bricking. But see, that's what happens when you play, like I said, rogue decks. Like, these are anti-meta decks for a reason. Okay, so we do this. We Night Stretcher, get back on energy. Attach energy there. Artisan. Let's see, do I have another? Alright, so I do have another Caps Kid, another Skull Villain that I can go into. Okay, there's the venture bomb. Yeah, I am terrified of hospitals because my father passed away from a simple mistake and they did too much chemotherapy on him, causing him to pass away. But I'll be here. I'm just going to lay down and watch. But okay, man, like I said, I really, prayers are going out to you, man. That's rough, and I'm sorry about your dad. Hospitals can be a rough thing as well too. Sometimes I said, you know, doctors do think that they know too much sometimes, you know, and then that doesn't go well. So definitely, I can see your point there, man. Oh man. Okay, let's see what do we got here. All right, what are you bringing up? Okay, sure. Ninjask. Okay, let's see what do we get. And I still don't have a playable supporter. Can you guys believe that? That is crazy. Do I thin out here? Do I just get another Sizzlipede just to thin out the deck? I don't need the venture bomb. Attach there. Can they knock me out here? Should I have attached there? Can they knock me out here? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing in this game either. But I hope you feel better, Kyle, man. Seriously. They're attaching to Dragapult. I mean, Dracloak. So they do have Dragapult. They have to be running a Dragapult then. Yep, that was enough for the knockout. For sure. Do I go into Skull Villain or do I go into Sizzlipede? That's the question. I think we're fine. Air Balloon. Where are my supporters? Like, they're hiding. All my supporters are hiding in this deck. It is absolutely insane. Attach there. Mela. And still no supporters. Wow. That is insane. Where are my supporters? Okay. There's the Dragapult. Sure. Oh no. Dragapult is knocking out. Yeah, they got the KO here. They're knocking out my Capsicid too. Yeah, it's wraps. If they knock out my Caps Kid, I'm just gonna concede. There's no point in continuing this game. I don't have any. Yeah, okay, that's it. Of course they're running Dragapult. Why wouldn't they? Alright, we got maybe one more game in us. After that, we're calling it. And we're gonna crown our winner. So don't forget to fill out the form, guys. We got 4 people so far in the giveaway. Fill out the form if you want your chance to win some Pokemon card packs. Ouch, man. This is rough. Games have been rough. Said I'm not expecting to light the world ablaze with this deck, but it has been going pretty terribly with it. Do you want to go first? Yes, I guess. I have 3 Sentis Scorches in the deck, and I never draw into any of them. Ever. Why? I don't know. I will never know. We prized our Toad School 2/2. Ouch, okay. This isn't good. I don't know if I should get the Psyduck. I don't think they run anything like that. Let's get the Capsicid. Just the Capsicid. Guess we can Artisan here. Get a Sizzlipede down. We can attach to the Sizzlipede. Then we can Arven next turn. Get our Capsicid out. Yeah, okay. It's Raging Bolt, okay. Can we beat Raging Bolt? I'm not sure. All we need is 50 damage and we're doing 300. There's a baby bolt. Oh man. Started choking there. Not good. Squawk? Okay. Wait, did they squawk? No, they didn't. They just got it out, right? Okay, what are they knocking out here? They're only doing 60 damage. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We can Arven here for... Hyper Aroma Balloon. I don't know if I want to give that up. I don't want to give up the Night Stretcher either. But I do have another one, so at least I mean, I do run more Arvins though, so we'll just do Arvin. Get 2 fire energy out. Attach. Artisan can get me another Sizzlipede maybe. Counter catcher, not needed, but sure, welcomed. If we can top deck an Arvin here, that would be great. We've used 1. Okay, we only have 3, so we just we need 1. We need the air balloon. That's all we need. Hyper blower. Want to put it in the active? Sure. I mean, I guess. Alright, they're bringing the baby bolt back. It's the Fez. Alright, this Raging Bolt has got to go. He already attached for turn, so we're fine there. Okay, so he's already got all the energy out, so he can't Sada. But as long as he gets another fighting energy, he's hitting us hard there. Another Raging Bolt. Alright, do we get the Arvin top deck here? Okay, they're knocking out my... Do we do one more? Yeah, we do one more Sentis Scorch, I guess. Okay, now we should be knocking out anything. Do they knock out my Sentis Scourge here? Yeah, they are gonna go for the knockout on the Sentis Scourge, I believe. Alright. Perfect. Okay, another Sizzlipede and a Toad School. We need a boss. Boss KO there. Another Raging Bolt would be great here. Crispin. Okay. They're probably going to retreat, go into Raging Bolt. Yep. All right, we're almost there. Last game. Okay. All right. Guess we do that just not to get knocked out, I guess. Another fire. Do we put the Toad School down? I don't know. Well, that knocks out that Raging Bolt. All they have to do now is Sada, I believe. And they win. Do they have it? Do they have the Sada? They have to have Sada in hand, right? There's the earthen vessel. Yeah, they still have energy. Interesting. Teal Dance, okay. Yeah, if they have the Sada here, they retreat, go into Raging Bolt, and that's curtains. Did they already flip the script? I don't think they've flipped the script yet. Okay, Kangaskhan, interesting. Okay. They already used their retreat though. Okay, I guess they don't have it. They just don't have it then. Run errand. I think they already used their... Did they use their supporter for turn already? No, they haven't. They're digging for that Sada. They're digging. They're digging for the Sada. I don't think they flipped the script yet. Yep. Okay, there it is. But they've already retreated, though. They already did their retreat for turn. So even if they do get the Sada here, they don't... I'm pretty sure I'm knocking out here. So I think that's GG's. They're probably going to concede here. Just in time. Yeah, I have the KO here. Prime Catcher. Okay, I have Air Balloon, so that's fine. Okay, they're bringing in Baby Bolts. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Sure. That's fine. 1060 damage. All right, cool. Just in time for the giveaway, guys. It is time for our giveaway. The end of the night has come. Wow, those were some rough games, man. The deck is it's not a good deck. It's definitely not a good deck. It's a bad, horrible deck. But it works. It can function. I'm not so sure about the Moltres. I feel like the Moltres is kind of unnecessary unless it's for the Goldango, which we did not run into a single Goldango, interestingly enough. So yeah. All right, we got 4 minutes until 10 p.m. So I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes. 9:58. We're going to choose our winner. We got 2 packs of Destined Rivals. We got 1 pack of the. We got 1 of the prize packs. So make sure that you fill out the form that's in the pinned comment of the chat. Yeah, honestly, it's been a. It was a rough night. Let's be honest. It wasn't a good night for some games though. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and give it just a couple of minutes, just 1 more minute actually, and we're gonna finish the stream. So hopefully you guys had fun. I had fun, but man, the deck is you're only playing this deck if you're a masochist. Like if you like not winning games and breaking hard, then you play the Skull Villain deck. Otherwise, it's I said it's not it's not a good deck. It's not a good deck. I do not recommend it. You're not gonna have a lot of fun. It sucks that we have to depend a lot on getting everything 1-hit KOs. So putting damage on our Skull Villains is so hard without having other decks come in and just start knocking us out. So that's rough. Same thing, there's no sort of real energy acceleration cards except Mela, and Mela is so bad. So I don't know if the deck can actually do anything better. I said rotation is coming, so no more guarding, no more Goldango, no more so yeah, no guarding, no Goldango, no. There's another really important card. Okay, Pidgeot is rotating, so Charizard, no more Charizard. So it's gonna be an interesting time. But yeah, it is now 9:58, which means we are going to pick our winner of tonight's giveaway. All right, let's see. We got 4 entries. We're gonna close the responses. We are no longer accepting responses. We had 4 people show up for the giveaway. It was said I chose a bad night to stream with the Game Awards going on tonight, so hopefully there's gonna be some cool things, and maybe I'll watch some cool trailer reveals after this from the Game Awards or something like that. I'll probably still I don't think it's ended yet, so maybe I'll still get to watch who gets Game of the Year. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get our wheel of names. We're gonna go ahead and paste our names. We only have 4 entrants today. All right, here is our wheel. We're gonna give it a good shuffle, and then we're going to spin. Good luck to our 4 entrants. The winner of tonight's giveaway, Kyle, my man Kyle. Congratulations, Kyle. You are the winner of today's giveaway. Kyle, tell me, do you want the sealed packs or do you want to open them on stream? The choice is yours, my friend. Everyone congratulate Kyle. W's in the chat for Kyle. Yeah, let's pull some fire for Kyle. Kyle, I'm pretty sure, I know he's gonna he chooses to open his packs on stream, but I'm gonna give him the option just in case he wants to change his mind today and he wants to if he wants me to send them to him. Let's see. Kyle, are you there, Kyle? I know you said your back is hurting, man. So hopefully this makes your back feel better. Hopefully it helps. Kyle. Kyle? You there, Kyle? Yeah, I don't think he's here. Said he was in the chat earlier. I said I know he likes to get his packs opened on stream. So, but I don't want to open them in case he actually wants them sealed this time. I said, so he always asks for them open, but I want to give him a chance to say, hey, you know, maybe I do want them sealed this time so he can open them himself. Like I said, fun fact, my first giveaway, actually it might have been my second giveaway. Kyle was the only person watching that stream. And Kyle pulled it was I think a full art Bannett, I think from Scarlet Violet, I think base set is where it's at. It was one of the older sets. I don't have him on Discord. Actually, I don't have a Discord. Does he have a Discord message though? Like, does he have a Discord on his thing that I can send him to? He doesn't have a Discord linked in his channel either. Kyle. Yo, Kyle. I think we're just gonna open Kyle's packs. I said I know that's that's always what he asks for, and I know hopefully we can pull some heat for him today. I'm really hoping. Said we haven't pulled a good hit. Like, actually we pulled some stuff for the last person that we opened the prize packs for. They got I think it was the Fez and the Clefairy. So. Yeah, no, I said I don't have Kyle. I don't know if Kyle even uses Discord. I've never talked to him about Discord before. But we're going to go ahead and open his packs. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's what he wants. So hopefully he'll jump in as we're opening his packs. But yeah, it's Kyle's packs. Go ahead and move the camera. Guys, I'm getting another camera for Christmas. So hopefully I won't have to be doing this whole move the camera thing anymore. Because I'll have another camera set up for the giveaway streams, so no more of this having to see my ugly mug as I move the camera over. Alright. Okay, let's see. Alright. All right, let's go ahead and change the camera angle. All right. All right, let's go ahead and open Kyle's packs and let's pull some heat for Kyle. We'll start off with this, and Cynthia's Garchomp's in here. I know it. It has to be, right? Hopefully we can pull something awesome for Kyle. So we're going to go ahead and start with the play booster and then open up the Destined Rivals for Kyle. Kyle, good luck. Let's see what we get from your packs. All right, pack number 1, the play booster. All right, let's see what we get. We're gonna one to the front. All right, we're starting off with a Psychic Energy, Buddy Poffin, super playable, Area 0 Under Depths, Hops Dubwool, a Hollow Energy, Bianca's Devotion. That is a weird card to see in here. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon that has 30 HP or less remaining. I've never seen this in any deck, so I'm surprised that they put it in here. I said never seen it, but we got an Energy for Kyle and we got a Bianca's Devotion for Kyle as the hits from that pack. All right. Off to a weird start with that pack. I said I didn't expect to get that card in there. I didn't even think that card was in there. All right, let's go with the Destined Rivals. Kyle, let's pull some heat for you, man. Let's get something good out of these packs for Kyle, man. Hopefully it'll make his back feel better too. All right. Let's go one to the front. We got the Electric Energy, Team Rocket's Porygon, Sudowoodo, Coughing, Electabuzz, Ethan's Adventure, good if you like the Ethan's deck, Abomasnow, Team Rocket's Wheezing, another Coughing, Reverse Hollow, and Claydol and Annihilate. All right. I guess Annihilate is our hit from this pack. All right, last pack, Magic. Come on, Kyle. We got to get something good for Kyle in this pack. We have to. I'll throw in the reverse hollow for the Claydol in there as well for him. All right, Cynthia's Garchomp's in here. I know it. It has to be some other SAR. Imagine if we get the Mewtwo here for Kyle. All right, Kyle, last pack Magic. Let's get some last pack Magic for Kyle. Come on, guys. Let's do it for Kyle. Let's get some last pack Magic for Kyle. Please, let's get something good out of this. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a hit on the giveaways. We need a good hit for Kyle. All right. Steel Energy, Marnie's Impidimp, Shroomish, Steven's Skarmory, Arvin's Toad School, Cynthia's Milotic, Marnie's Leopard, Team Rocket Venture Bomb, which I was just playing, Nidoran, Starmie, Hydrapple. Oh. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right. Unfortunately, we did not pull any heat for Kyle. Kyle, I'll have to look into some of my, you know, the cards that I don't really... We're going to throw something in there for Kyle because Kyle deserves it. Kyle needs a little cheer me up. So let's see what we can get for Kyle. This is from my own personal collection, guys. We're gonna give something to Kyle. Let's see. Kyle likes. Do I have any more Rayquazas? I think I have a Rayquaza promo in here somewhere. Rayquazas. I don't have any Rayquazas from what it looks like. Nope, no Rayquazas in my binder. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, I said we didn't get any heat for Kyle, so we'll just throw. I'll throw this in there for him. Kyle, we're gonna throw in this full art Salamence for you. Unfortunately, I don't have any more Rayquazas in there, so hopefully that makes Kyle feel a little better. Guys, if you guys didn't catch it earlier, Kyle's been having some back problems, so make sure to send out your prayers to Kyle. And we're gonna wrap it up for the stream tonight. I hope you guys had fun. I said I had fun. It was a little bit of a rough night with the deck I was playing, but it sometimes is like that, right? So there's really no way around it. But I'll catch you guys next Thursday. I will be streaming next Thursday, but I'm just letting you guys know now, the 25th, Christmas Day, I will not be streaming. All right, I'm gonna be spending it with my family. I'm gonna be doing family things. So no stream 2 weeks from now. But next week, we are having a stream. We're going to be giving away some more packs. And we're going to be having some fun. All right, guys. Well, signing out. I'll catch you guys all, like I said, next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Like always, send prayers to Kyle. Hopefully his back feels better and he heals up soon. And yeah, we're going to go from there. So catch you guys. I'll see you guys all next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.